Okay. We'll see if that's any better. And of course, this is just the game being crappy at that point. When you see these hitches and you hear my voice continue, that's the game dropping. But it should stabilize in a moment, and then we'll know. So, where are we going? We're going to a boat. Where's the nearest boat? Yeah, I have 0 frame drops right now. That's just, it always seems whenever I boot the game up or something like that, or it's just transitioning to a new area, it does start to lag, but that's not the stream. Set the game set game priority high. It's not the game that's the issue, guys. It's OBS. The game is running silky smooth on my end right now. Occasionally, like I said, the game will drop a little bit. But the issues that we're experiencing tonight are just streaming issues. Oh, I guess we're going a long way around again. Feel bad that it's wrecking my puzzly mood. It's not so much that, because I could very easily puzzle off stream, but I would feel really bad in a way, because I've been doing almost all of it on stream. But it does annoy me that I've spent almost the last hour doing nothing in-game. Almost nothing in-game. I turned down my bitrate considerably, and even still I can see it dropping from green to yellow sometimes, but now it's not going down to red, so maybe it was just a spotty moment or two. But, I don't know. Let's see if that makes it worse. I don't think it did. Still haven't figured out what the deal is with this black cloud. Just enjoying the sights, man. This game's so good looking. I love it. Yeah, I think so, GNS. I keep expecting it, but I haven't found any situation where it does that yet. I don't know what the deal is with the one black cloud. I did the green one here already. And that one I can't figure out how it connects to anything. I did it going the other way and I didn't find a connection through. Oh, you know, it would have been faster if we had gone the other way through. That would have been a lot faster. Oh well. It's interesting, I did that green one and it goes all the way goddamn around the boat. You see these green lines? That's all part of it. It goes up here and then along the top of this side. It is easily the longest one I've done in game so far. And then all along the bottom. And then it snakes up. And finally down to there, all starting from the beginning of me circumventing this boat. Hey there, Commander Rainbow, or sorry, Mystery Dude 7. I like how you can actually see the speed dropping on that. Okay. Hang in there, Twitch. Hang in there. Because we're about to do a new area. Maybe it's when I move the mouse quickly. No, maybe not. Okay, let's check it out. Oh yeah, that's totally the opening door to an area when it's just a simple panel like that. Just also explore around here. Oh, look at this shot really carefully too. Now if you don't see it, turn your head 90 degrees to the left, like a cock your head to the side, and then look at it again. Pretty goddamn clever. That one they showed in the trailers, which is why I'm so unenthused about it, because I already knew about it. Now, what's so special about this spot is what I want to know. Because I don't know what's special about this one. If I turn my head sideways, don't look like nothing. Maybe a squib. You didn't see it, I'll show you again. So, it's, if you turn your head to the side, it's a person praying. Okay, let me minimize OBS because it seems pretty stable now. Let me know if it kicks up again. Okay, so I group those together just like any other color, but there's got to be something special with the fact that they're shaped like stars. I'm trying to keep an eye out for that one that I saw from up above. So right now it just seems like I'm just grouping them together. Making sure they're in the same spot. But it doesn't like when I group all of those together. Do I just divide them? Oh. So I gotta, if there's more than two, then maybe there can only be two at a time in a cell? Can there be three at a time? Like maybe it just can't be four at most. You know what I mean? No. Let's try two at a time again. Okay, so these two are fine because they're grouped together. These two are by themselves. So that's no good. So there has to be two if I'm going to do it like that, I guess. Like that. I like that this is making a bridge. There can only be one? No, you mean there can only be two. There have to be two. I think. At least that's how I interpret it. I wish the sun was in my face in this one. So now that there's six, maybe I just need to make them equal? So they mirror? No. So it's not even a mirroring thing. It does seem to be like a strictly two type thing. Oh, it was a Highlander joke. Gotcha. Hmm. There we go. Frame rate still alright, guys? You hanging in there? Hanging in tough? There we go. Okay. I'm getting Myst flashbacks from this area pretty hardcore. The channel would age, absolutely. I'm nailing the puzzles for now, but I think these are the easier ones anyway. Okay, hang on. Let's stay on the lower level first, because this is going to confuse me. Or I could take that up. Wow, okay. Let's see where this goes, because if this goes to a dead end, I might prefer this to start. So that opens the door over there. Oh, it's timed. Oh, why? Why is this timed? Why? Why? And it looks like that's actually the final spot, because that's where the laser box is. So chances are I gotta build a bridge there in such a way. Probably from there to there. But I need to do it in such a way that I can get from here across from there to there before the time runs out. Yeah, this area is very pretty. There we go. Nope. So in this one you have to draw over all the black dots. But I can't separate them. I can't do that. And that doesn't work because I'm missing the one down there. There we go. Pretty easy one. Now this one's gonna be dick-ass hard. Anytime I see a symmetrical puzzle like this, I'm just like, oh shit. Okay. There we go. Not too bad. You believe an area which you absolutely loved as a child was in Riven. There were a few high up areas in Riven. Also, you can apparently just skip this. Like, you can just jump to the other side. And apparently that was intentional, but I'm going to do all of them. Oh, wait. Because, look, that... yeah, it's ass. Oh, but then... Christ. So, I want to say that the right side has to go with him. Like that? Yeah, did it. Please consider streaming despite that. Well, it depends on how bad that is. How bad the frame drops are. I mean, I guess I can go tonight without streaming, but then I'm worrying if I'm wasting my time with the game. Because what if it turns out that the game just won't stream now, and it's not a problem with Twitch? We'll see if it stays better. Okay. Yeah, just let me know. Only let me know if it gets really bad. Shit. Once again, symmetrical puzzles, they just don't. They just don't. No, I'm still not separating those two properly. There we go. That makes a lot more sense, because the blacks can still be with blacks and whites still with whites. Okay. Wait, what? They changed the color scheme. Huh. Let me just test out a few things. So the oranges are staying okay there, but not when they're like that. So the orange colors still just have to be with orange colors. And that's okay for the orange. Just this is not. Do blacks have to be totally separate from the orange as well? Even that orange is okay. What does orange mean there then? So I guess there just has to be two oranges on the same, but I don't know why they would just change. It's weird. And even that one's okay. Oh, well, no. Hmm. Just doing some tests. What if, hang on, so if there's two of these, that makes all the whites okay. Oh, okay. So in this case, the color of the star makes it, as long as it's a star shape, it's exempt from having to be separated. It just needs to have two. And the only thing wrong with this is that the black is not separated from that. But the orange doesn't have to be separate, just the black. And if the black has to be separate from the orange. Okay, this is getting confusing. Yeah, Myst is really good. I like Riven even better. But Myst is great. Yeah, Riven is just a sequel to Myst. So basically, if it's a star shape, then it's exempt from division rules. It just needs to only be two. The blacks can't be touching any oranges, but oranges can be touching blacks. Maybe they can also be touching whites. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's an opposites thing. But then why would this not be okay with just these two? I'm not quite sure if I get it quite yet. I mean, I still divided it. It was just weird because when I did it like this, the two oranges are still okay, and that makes me feel uneasy. Like there's something I'm not grasping about it. Alright. That's okay, as purples and oranges are still divided. Alright. It's almost like colors don't matter too much anymore as long as they're divided. I mean, I guess those colors are no different than the ones from the bunker, but then my only beef with that is if I do this, the two oranges are still okay when they shouldn't be. So this is probably here to test that, to test my understanding of it. So you know what? No, I'm starting to think is that the black and the white dots have no special rules to set them apart from the other colored dots. It's just they introduce them at the beginning of the game as black and white to kind of get the idea of division in your mind. And then later in the game they introduce other colors and you think, oh, these colors are special. But really, that's just kind of an over correction, or like a false assumption, I guess. That's completely fine on its own if I can separate that entire side. So really, close. But no cigar. The thing is, too, that's introduced newly in this is the circle that starts in the middle of a square. I knew there was something really weird here, because normally the square or the circle would be right on a node, in which case if you circle it back around it wouldn't divide them, but they subtly introduced that here, so that when I go down here, that's actually dividing that off. You see what I mean? So like if I do this, if I can just do it, I can actually do that to section that off. The only problem is going back up, but point is that works, which is pretty interesting. They never did that before. Okay, so that sections that off. However, if I start on the right side and then do that, there we go, that separates it from there. No? Because I did that before, didn't I? Yeah, I see where I went wrong. So shouldn't that work? No, because it doesn't separate the bottom. But I can make it do that by doing that. Oh no, I can't make it do that. Shit. Because now the shit. Oh my gosh, my mouse is really starting to derp out. Maybe I need to do it like that. No, maybe not. Because if I did that, then I wouldn't be able to pair up that other star with a second one. Doing that's no issue. Starting to think I gotta do the other side first. Oh, mouse. Jesus Christ. Can't control it the way I want to. I might switch a controller at this rate. Of course, I startled Harvey when I did that. I know, Harvey. We're so close, guys. We're so close. This has to be solvable. And then the green's not connected. If I do that. If I do that, then the oranges are connected, which is no good. I know, Harvey. I know. I know. I don't like this mouse either. I know. Another thing to keep in mind, too, is I could separate these two greens from those two and it won't break anything. Really, the big thing is the stars. Just making sure the stars are all separating what they need to be separating. So if I think of it that way. I know, Harvey, I know. This game's hard, man. I feel ya. Harvey's so smart. Yeah. Harvey's so smart. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong here. Well, I could figure out what. The square of contention seems to be this one here. That's always either where the green meets the oranges or these oranges meet those oranges. With the stars not separate. So maybe what I should do is try to pair up the one with the break with the other one with the break, like that. But then I can't separate the green there. So that doesn't work that way, at least. Maybe try it. I wouldn't be able to do it the other way. So yeah, I pretty much can't do that on that side. Because then the green wouldn't be separate. So I need to separate these colors, but the purples need to be only in 2 at a time. Only in 2 at, like, in their section, I mean. There has to be exactly 2. Unless there's a rule I'm not understanding. Like the greens are okay there. And that, god damn it, mouse. And that's fine, but then those are not satisfied. And then the purples aren't satisfied. Maybe I gotta do something funky like that. No, because then the greens aren't really satisfied. What's also interesting is I can cut off this orange completely and wouldn't necessarily break anything. So like I can do that. Doesn't help me though. Ah, man. These rule learning segments are an exception from what I've seen. The panel puzzles are usually heavily involved with the environment. Yep, that's true. May I connect to distant stars not close together? Sometimes it's something like that, but in this case I think it would just make things a little harder. But I do think it's important that there are line breaks there. The only thing is separating this green from that pretty much ties the star to one of them. So I mean I could do something like that, like that works fine. But then getting the green separate is not easy. No, because that's 3. Doing that would... There. No, because now the orange isn't separated, but we're really close. No, the orange still isn't separated. How did I do that? Shit. I thought I separated the orange from the greens there. Because this guy problem is separating this orange from the greens. And I can't go straight up from there. If only I could. Which I could if I did something like that, but then these are stuck. This is killing me, guys. Just take a moment. Take a moment. Let's look around the environment. Let's see, is that the one that I couldn't do earlier? It might be. One way to find out. Oh, it won't even let me do it from there. Guess I gotta be it from a different angle. Oh wait. Oh, it lights up, so I've done that one before. It's the one right down there that I haven't done. Right down there. Doesn't look like I'll get a good view of it though. I was close early on, really. Well, the thing is, you can't just put all the oranges together in one section unless you did something like that. Which obviously doesn't work because you can't separate the greens. Putting all the oranges in one section is impossible because of these line breaks. Yeah, let me read something in chat that I missed. Started watching you a few days ago. I will probably never unsubscribe from YouTube or unfollow from Twitch. I love the games you play and your impressions and thoughts on them. Thank you so much. Those are some extremely kind words, and I very much appreciate that. It's possible? No, I don't think it is. It's not possible to separate all the oranges from the stars because these are literally connected. The only way you could separate them, no, you just can't. You can't. And if you can't separate these two oranges from the stars, you can just group all the oranges together separate from their stars. The only way would be to do something like that, where you do them at like 3 at a time. And then the greens aren't separate. It's not impossible. You gotta be kidding. There's no way to separate these oranges from the connected orange and the star. I do not see how that's physically possible. Like, are you... Okay. There are multiple endings. There's a lot of endings in Riven, actually. A lot of really subtly different endings. There's a really interesting ending in Riven where you need a code that's randomly generated halfway through the game. But, well, rather, it's generated at the beginning of the game, but you can only get it halfway through. So if you keep a save from the very beginning of the game, play halfway through, get the code, and then reload that save to the beginning, you get a really unique ending where the world just kind of, like, ends. I mean, the world ends anyway, spoilers, at the end of Riven, but, like, none of the character development happens since they weren't introduced. The world just kind of falls away. It's really strange. No, I mean, I can group all the oranges together, but not without their stars, you know? Like, I could do that, but then that green's impossible. And due to that, these 4 pretty much have to be together. So, like, I can do that. That's no problem. And then when I do that, maybe... No. Now, that's weird. Greens are okay with oranges, but oranges are not okay with greens. Once again, we've encountered that weird... But why is that? I don't get the rule there. 3 up, 1 left, down, right. Nice. Yeah, but please don't backseat too much, please. Please. 2 right, 1, 2. 3. Wait. You mean 1, 2, then 3 up, 1 left, down, right, etc. Okay. Right, and I already tried that. I do know how I can do that because we talked about that. But the main problem with this, well, then again, Christ. Thing is, I tried to do that too, where I was thinking grouping them 3 at a time, but I think when I did, I tried to group these 3 instead of those 3. Maybe I just did that and didn't see the solution at the time. Huh. But yeah, I still think it's weird how these greens won't necessarily be wrong when they're connected to oranges, but because the oranges can't be connected to greens, they can't go the other way around anyway, so why wouldn't they have flashed red, you know? I feel like there's a nuance there that I'm missing. You don't mean to backseat? That's kind of exactly what you were doing, so I don't know how that just happens. Okay. That seems too easy. What if I do it the other way? Does it make a difference? No? I was wondering if there was something special about this one. Because I remember seeing in the trailer that some of these switch directions. So I was wondering if maybe some of the ones with alternate solutions would switch directions, you know what I mean? Well, I understand, like, giving me hints and stuff, and, like, trying to give me ideas to help me succeed, and I've been pretty lenient about that, but just flat out...
Our modest fellowship expands. Praise the sub.
Thank you so much for the sub, Adelinio. I very much appreciate that. But what I was going to say is there's a very, very big difference between, like, giving me hints and trying to help me succeed, as opposed to just flat out telling me which directions to go in. You know what I mean? It's a pretty big difference between the two. But yeah, thank you so much for the sub. I do very much appreciate that. Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting how these stars are white. But these are orange. Does orange have a special rule? Remember how I was saying how orange... crap. I still feel like there's just something I'm missing here. Color doesn't matter with stars. See, but yeah. But I still feel almost nothing in this game is without purpose, and that's a pretty significant switch. Or a pretty... It seems like a deliberate switch, but I don't know. Yeah, I could just jump from here. Oh, God. I have played the late, or I played a Leighton. I played 2 Leighton games. I played Leighton and Phoenix, right? In this case, the black and whites have to be separate. They cannot be sharing the same cell, and that's really it. They don't have to be like evenly divided or anything like that. Like, for example, you'll see that those are no good because they're touching whites, but these are fine. They don't have to be on the same line or anything like that. That was okay. When the... Whoa. Okay, so when the orange was connected to 3 of these... Wait, what the hell? Did you see that? Something weird there. Whites are okay, blacks are okay, but these 2 blacks are not. I guess they just don't make both flash. But the thing is, if I do it like this, it does make both flash. Doesn't have 2. What the fuck? That is so weird. And now these blacks are okay, but that white's not. Maybe... Yeah, it's possible that they're just not flashing because they're the majority of their section. But I almost feel like there's more to it than that. And I'm going to use this to test. There you go. That still works. Well... That's weird. But this... No, because it's still... You can have infinite stars per section if you have the right color. That is false. Because that was like the very first rule established, was that if there were 3 or more, it would lock me out. But I don't know if that changes things at all. I guess the solution's still effectively the same. The thing is, that doesn't work, even though it should. But this does. So there is some kind of rule where stars of the same color cannot... Or sorry, stars cannot touch dots of the same color. I will learn it later. Okay, then you didn't have to tell me yet. Stars cannot touch dots of the same color. Maybe that's why. They can? That if dots can touch stars of the same color, then why is this... why is that incorrect? Why is it throwing me out of stars there? if they can. Because if they can, then I don't see at all how this is an incorrect solution. Because my line's not right? You have to be more specific about that, because that's not justification. That's just another way of saying, it's because you're wrong. I don't know if I'm buying it. Adela 10. You need to give me a logical reason for why this isn't right if they can't. Because you missed it, man. You missed it wrong. Yeah, that's what I think, max. And as long as they're a different color, then they can touch. If only I could do that, but I can't. Why, though? That's so arbitrary. If those were black stars, or no, if those were white stars, that would have made more sense. Are just oranges just arbitrarily okay with blacks? Is there really no logic behind that other than they were just assigned by a person? See, this made sense to me because it was basically okay to put... Maybe blacks can go with any color of star except its own. These cannot touch because they're the same color. These are different. Wait, what the fuck? Didn't I? What? Did I not try that? Did I really not try that? So I was correct in the first place. It's just they can't touch the same colored star. I didn't try that. Wow. Well, no, color does matter. Because if they're the same color, it won't let me. That's why. Like this, it's the same reason this will not work, but this will. When you tell me colors don't matter, you are false. That is incorrect. And you lose. But now there's only one star, so what the fuck even? Now there's only one star? What the hell? Maybe for every one star, there must be two of a different color. No. Yeah, I'm gonna ignore chat from a little bit. I just don't want to do it the back seat right now. I just want to try to figure this out on my own. I'm still missing something about these stars. So if it's a star, it just needs at least one, it needs to be paired with at least one shape of the same color. Even if it's another star. So stars can go together, or they can go with a single shape of the same color. But just a single shape. Color still matters, though, no matter what you're saying. I still don't see how that's justification for colors not mattering. So if it's a star, it needs to be paired up with just one. Like if I do this, it will log it as incorrect because this has not matched up with exactly one. So as long as there is a star shape in a group, it can only have one partner, whether it's a star or not, and it has to be the same color. Whoa, see, that should have been the goddamn tutorial panel in that section. So they can touch ones of the same color, it's just they need the proper assignments on it. So what if I do this? Oh, I see. Because they never got separated. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess they wanted to. I guess they really just wanted to force you to go back and figure it out on your own and try to do away with your own false assumptions before being like, "Yep, you're right. You got it." So, like the pink here. Oh, but now there's a green in the way. Wait, now there's a green in the way. Can the green go with the... No? Okay. What if I did something like that? Okay. There we go. I know, Harvey. I know. For the love of God, I know. Okay. Because it wasn't paired up with the same. Oh. There we go. Because it's okay for the white to be with it. Okay. Getting it. I'm getting it. Frame rate been holding up, by the way? Let me check OBS. See. Check in with it. Only 1.7% of frames dropped. That's not awful. I guess. Wait, hang on. Yeah, obviously that won't work. That has to be connected to that, but separate from that? No, I guess it's possible if it went through that. But if I do that, then I'm first going to need to section that off. But if I'm going to section that off first... Ah, Christ. There we go. Very funny. Okay. Oh, this is going to be one of those that you can change the direction on it. Maybe. Because that's the obvious solution. Now, what if I change this? Can I change this? I feel like... maybe not. It's just weird that there's 4 exits there. I feel like there should be an alternate thing for this. Maybe not. I'll have to go back here if I decide that I want to build off in those directions. Now, if I had switched direction, would it have brought me anywhere meaningful? I guess it would have started to bring me over by that. I didn't forget the solution to this at all. I was just trying to find if there was a way to get to those side exits instead. You know what I mean? I did not forget that solution. Harvey, please, for the love of Christ. For the love of Christ. Of Kitty Christ. And then that was too obvious. Whereas if I built it that way, I would have a path to this thing. So I gotta remember that. Remember this panel, guys, because I have a feeling I can solve that in a different way to make it turn directions. So those two can go together. Well, I have to separate the black and white. So I pretty much have to start by going up, because if I go any other way, I won't be able to complete it. Okay. I'm exhausted with Harvey just when I'm trying to stream and he's constantly meowing. Also, is that? They're very similar. Is it the same solution though? No. Almost. Almost the same solution. But not quite. Or maybe I do the inverse of this solution or something weird. So close. So close. It's so close. Yeah, that won't work. Actually, okay, hang on. That was so close. Yeah, cat cam is behind my desktop right now. I have to do that at some point. No. He knows he gets chat love, that's why. Yeah, maybe. Okay. It's a hard one. I don't have one to go with that. So those two go together. There we go. The stars, man. The stars. So one of these stars is going to have to be paired up with this black. There we go. The white has to be separated from these stars, because if I try to pair that up with that up with that, there'll always be one left out. So this white cannot be paired up with either of those stars, which means I have to do that maneuver again. This one. But it needs to separate. I have to do that. Is that possible? Well, of course it has to be possible, but I gotta find the solution to do it. Not quite. Oh no. No, that's not. The whites aren't separate. Whites aren't separate. Getting burned out, man. Because this has to be a thing if I'm going to separate the white with the star. So if that has to be a thing like this, then this also has to be separated. But I also need to separate oh. Almost. Still not quite. And then I would just need to separate this from that, if there's a way to do that. Do I smell napalm? 3 inwards arrows. I really don't know what you mean by that. I was thinking that I gotta pair these 2 stars and these 2 stars and then have that separate. If I do that, oh, because that's still all technically part of one cell. Unless I pair them strictly on the outside. But I don't see how I can do that. Unless I do this before I do that. No, because then if I do that, I can't separate that. So if I need to separate it, I would need to break off this black part. And do that. But then I have an odd, yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Man. Take a look around. This is how I feel right now. Like this person kneeling and crying into their hands. Really, it's just a tree. But I think they purposefully put that person in view of a dick-ass puzzle to mirror your frustration. Separate the normal weight from star weights. Right, that's what I'm trying to do, but like that's easy enough to do that, but then there's too many stars, as the stars must be contained to 2 in a cell. Or 2 in a partition, rather. So like I can do that. I guess I could do something like that, but then I can't separate this guy from those stars. So I could do that. Or that. Then they're not separate there. Man. I'm still think I'm correct in my logic that I must at some point draw a path from around this corner. The only thing is separating these 2 like that while also drawing that path. And that, I don't know if that's possible. But it has to be possible. Because now that's not paired up with anything. Or of course I could just walk to the other side. Will I be stuck here if I do that? Yeah, let's go try a different one. I know that there was a branching path. We'll come back to it. This one looks easy. Why? Oh, duh. They can share the same space, of course. Oh. Once again, a one with multiple directions. But I don't know if you can even solve it with multiple directions. Oh, you can. See, I told you. I told you guys. I told you I can go either way. I knew it. I knew it. Now, question is, can I build it going forward? If I build it going forward... Man. Question is, which way do I want it to go? Is that the same puzzle that appears no matter which way I go? I guess it is. So what if I solve one of these? Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? It is the same puzzle no matter what. Okay. Remember what I learned before? I'd already forgotten. Oh, hang on. No, I kind of see what I need to do. There we go. So now what happens if I switch this? That's badass. So really I'll be making the same progress no matter which way I send it at this point. However, I might need to send it the longest direction to make sure I solve all the panels. If that makes sense. I don't know. Whoa, weird. I'm pressing W and S and it goes around the corner automatically. Alright. No, I mean, it would be too obvious to do the same thing again like that. Yeah, because then I can't section those off. Oh, boy. Okay. There we go. It's weird when you see a symmetrical one like that that just does not have a symmetrical solution. Fuck, I always do that. Yeah, imagine if it all reset. That'd be horrible. Oh, look, and this will eventually connect to that bridge, which means I'm probably going to find another pivoting point soon. Okay. How many lasers do I have? I think I have 7. No matter what. I was going to say, I could just, as long as I connect to the exit without separating anything, I would have this solved, but I'm not sure if that's possible. I have to at least separate one of them. There we go. Here we go. I told you. I told you it would continue. Told you. Y'all didn't believe me. It's not gonna be easy though. I'm just gonna keep going straight for now, and then switch to directions when I need to. So I can connect that to that. I can continue that way, although I'm not sure why I want to unless there's like a visual secret somewhere. I pretty much have to go up this way to start. No, not necessarily. Well, probably yes, necessarily. But then how could I possibly... Oh, man. Like that? No. Obviously, that's not going to work. The greens are... And I can't separate the greens at any point, because if I do, then it'll butt-fuck the greens. So that's going to have to be my ending. This formation has to be my ending. Therefore, this has to come from here, which means I got to separate it earlier. Which means I got to separate those. trying to think if there's a different way I can pair up these oranges that would work. But I don't think there is. No, maybe I will try this. No, because there's no way to separate those. Oh, man. Oh. So I guess I don't necessarily have to do it like that, like I was assuming. Really, as long as I just don't do that. As long as I don't split the green. But these oranges are killing me, man. They're killing me. These oranges are killing me. Shit, man. And that doesn't work because the purples aren't separated. Gotta keep them separated. No, 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 no. Fuck, man. I did not have it. People say that all the time when I don't actually have it. It's more that I didn't have it for a reason that the person who says I had it did not see. It's not that they can only be in the area of one other star, it's that they have to be in the same area as one other star. So like that works for this lower corner and these up here, but it didn't separate these. Or if I did it like that, then these aren't separated, and so on. If I did it like this, those aren't separated. There's always ways it's just not separated the way it should be. Or if they're paired with another color if they're in their own cell, right? Yeah, exactly. As long as there is a star, it has to be paired with exactly one other thing of the same color, whether it's a star or not. It's weird. It's very nuanced, but it makes sense. I almost feel like it has to do something like that. But did it. Okay. Sometimes it's weird. Sometimes I get some insights by just frantically doing various paths. Like, I'll just do things at totally random until I just see a perspective that I wasn't originally seeing, you know? Symmetry. Now I can make my way over there. Oh, this is the bridge back to the main area. Yeah, shortcuts. Yeah. However, we're clearly not done here yet. And what's this nonsense right here? Huh. Time to... Boom. So can I close it again? I love it. I love it. These are my favorite things about the game. Hey, we made it out. Of course, we didn't get the laser, though. What time is it? 11:45. I am going to be wrapping up pretty soon. Alright, see you, Guru. Have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go the other way. Oh, look how satisfying that is to watch. That was in the trailer. I think this was like this exact shot, almost. Whoa, check that out. Because this turned left. So basically, if I have this go straight... I know, Harvey. I know. I'm excited too. Oh, did it kick me off? It did kick me off. I don't like that. Point is, oh, I see. I connect that one to the right, and then I will have my solution. My mouse, guys. Is my controller plugged in? Shit. I'm gonna use my controller for a bit, because my mouse is starting to drive me insane. And it's also smoother and nicer in a way. I know, Harvey. I know. So really, I gotta go back to that one, connect it so it's facing right, and then I can just walk across here. Wish I could up my stick sensitivity. Alright, so it's now we gotta solve this so that it goes right instead. So if we're gonna do that, now I gotta remember the rules for this for this spot. So this can be paired with one of its kind. Like that. Green has to be separate, however. Paired up with... I know, Harvey. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. Even auto turns, yeah. Should put that on the features page. So question is, what should I pair up these stars with? Oh, I guess they could pair together, potentially. I know. No. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. Wait, how did I do that? I did it around like that. Separated those. Whoa, that's a weird solution. But the problem is it goes in the same direction. If only I could do that from the other side. But the thing is, I don't think I can. Well, obviously I can't do that. Maybe that's the whole point, is it's blocking off that side. Connects with exactly one purple. Hang on. No. Oh, hang on. Did it. Oh, I never solved that guy. Luckily, it doesn't matter. I could still make the path. But I never did solve this one, did I? Shit. I know, Harvey. I know. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, that shut him up real quick. He was like, oh, man. I'm not going to deal with this bullshit. So once again, I'm pretty convinced. I would pet him, but he's like 15 feet away, just meowing at me, just like, come on. Yeah, come on. So maybe if I separate it earlier. Separated. Separate the Roonies. Separate the Roonies. Oh, I'm so close. Not really. Thought it was close. If I do that, then the outer ones work. So maybe I should do this. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. I can sense it. It's right there. Touchdown, motherfuckers. Chia. Laser time, bitches. Oh, look at that little square. I bet that shows something if I look at just the right spot. So, but the thing is, I don't even think this area is totally complete. Because first off, there's that bridge there. Which I guess I'll get to if I just build left. Yeah, I guess I could just build left to reach that bridge there. There's this whole one that I didn't do yet. Laseroonies. What? Bam. I know, Harvey. I know. Come here. Come here. Oh, now he's coming. Hey. Hey, baby. Come on up. Come on. Yeah, come on. Here, I'll pet you. Nah, he's close enough. I'll pet him. That is 8 lasers out of 11. We have 3 more. Although I was going to try to get the quote-unquote bad ending. Hang on, let's, speed 3D. Does that change that? No, it doesn't change that. But watch my mouse. I move like an inch to do 360. I just wish I could up the stick speed, because it feels just like a little bit too slow, and it almost makes me sick a little bit. Now, we still haven't done this one. If we really want to complete this area, we got to do that. And anytime I ever see these, the solution is almost always involves swapping them like that. Nailed it. Now this one I'm not as convinced it will do that. I guess it could. It could still do that. However, I would need to build it from the left side first, because it would need to stop here. But I would need to cross there, and I can't. Okay, well maybe this one. Well, this one can't be self-contained, because if it was, there's no way I'd be able to connect it to that. Therefore, the two pieces have to be touching. It's probably just that they're going to be touching like that. But even if I do that, I can't separate them here. Therefore, they probably do have to be swapped. The fact that this is in this corner, and the fact that this is in this corner means it cannot be connected into the same cell as this, which tells me that that and that have to be outside the boundaries for these two. That's what that tells me. Therefore, it has to be built like that. Now, the only thing that would be if I flipped it and it doesn't flip. Oh, and it didn't quite put them in the same thing. They have to be like that then. But if I do that, then I just need to cut that one out. There we go. I'm just going to keep snapping at him till he comes over to get pets. Hey, it worked! He even started to speed up toward the end. Like, he started slow, and while I kept snapping, he was like, oh shit, I better hurry up. Alright. Now, the bottom one I can rotate. So if I can rotate that, that means I could place this. You know, considering where these two are, I think this rotated one should also contain that, which will allow me to connect it here instead. Which means this also has to be on the outside, which is a problem, because if I do it that way, then I can't. Okay, maybe it won't be that way then. Harvey, I was about to pet you. Oh my gosh, he's so lonely, guys. I really gotta wrap this up soon. Because, oh look, it leads to one of those special ones. He's so lonely, I need to spend time with my cat son. Okay, so they do need to be in the same cell. Which means I could do something like that, but the problem is I have an extraneous thing here. Is there a way I can get rid of that extraneous thing? What if I do it over here? Oh, now I hear Bruce crying. Oh no. Bruce! Bruce misses her mommy, that's why she's crying. I've heard that one before. Because, like, on a day where Carrie works and I don't, after an hour or so after she leaves, I hear Bruce start to cry. And it almost sounds like he's saying hello. Or she's saying hello. She goes, hello. She does that over and over. And at that point, I call out to her, and then she's like, oh shit, you're still here. And comes over to me. Bruce. See, when Harvey cries, he doesn't get shit. No goddamn sympathy, because he cries all day. When Bruce cries, I feel like a goddamn monster, because she never cries. have to connect those two. So really, I should try to find a way that contains both of these. Yeah, the pink ones are going to both have to be contained in the same thing. And I don't think it will be outside of this, because since this is 4 across, that means it has to be in such a way that if the pinks were outside, they'd be separated by this guy. You know what I mean? Therefore, the solution is... Oh, it's almost that, but it doesn't contain this thing. But that's the right idea. So really, that means this has to be lower. This can be on top. Shit, but then how do I contain that? Oh, wait, maybe... No, but then that doesn't contain that. If I move it over one, then this is no longer contained. Otherwise... Let me do that again. How did I do that? Shit. I did it like this. Bruce. But now the purples aren't contained. So maybe if I go the opposite way through that same layout. No, same issue either way. So I have to contain that one in the upper right or have them both on the outside, which I guess may be possible. Because this is rotatable, so I could... Oh... Maybe that's... Well, no. Because if they're together... Ah, Christ. This is so difficult. Where are you, baby? I heard you come in. No, it's just Harvey. See, dude, but you're a genius. You figured it out. Yeah, this game's cool, isn't it? Although if you don't have the game, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't have it figured out, just on the grounds that the rules for these Tetris pieces are very sophisticated. Like, they're super nuanced. Like, it's not as simple as this one can rotate, this one can't. They can be together or separate, but they can also exchange pieces. They just need to contain the actual formation pieces. It's really strange. I think those rules are the hardest. Well, okay, here's the thing. No matter what, this one is going to stretch all the way across the board. Therefore... Oh. Wait, no. Shit. I thought I had it for a second. I was thinking, like, those 4 here. But then it doesn't contain that. The only way it would is if I did something like that. But then obviously I can't finish it if I do that. What if I rotate it this way? That works, but it's not... Okay, so that doesn't work. What if it's on the next level up? I almost feel like it should be at the top, but if it's at the top, then the other one... Oh, okay. Hang on. Shit, can I do this, though? Can I do this? I feel like I know it. Oh, but then it won't contain this guy. Crap, so I don't know it. I thought I knew it. Man. Put all the pieces over stuff I have to cover. Yeah, I mean, the problem with that is that if I do that, and then this one, these two are not within them, therefore you can't swap them. You can only swap them if they're part of the same partition. Otherwise, that was a good idea. Not only that, but if you do that, then this is not connected to that, and they have to be connected. Question is, can I do this with these on the outside? Connecting on the outside. No, I can't because of this guy. He has to be 4 wide no matter what. So no matter where I put him, it's going to separate these two. So therefore, this has to be on top or bottom. Because if it's anywhere else, then I won't get both of them. If it's going to be anywhere... Oh wait, it will contain it. Hang on. There we go. Did it. Just took some logicking. Because I knew this guy had to be top or bottom, because if he was anywhere else, it would separate them too. So, from there, it's pretty simple. That's on. Yeah. Now, what's this horse shit? Oh, it's another direction switching one. Oh, no. Oh, no. What time is it? 12:05. I might actually go just a little bit before completing this section, which I realize is very anticlimactic. However, it looks like... Well, that will probably lead to a visual thing. There's also a bridge down there I haven't done. Looks like there's more above me, potentially. That or that's just for show. I also haven't sent this left and gone and checked that out. I bet you there's a tape recorder over there. Wait, how did I do this? Like, Shit, how did I do this? Crap. I did it like this, right? Okay, so let's do that. Going the other way. Should work, right? Yeah, it does. Okay. Yeah, don't cheat, Barking Doggy. If you cheat in this game, you're doing a disservice to yourself. There's gotta be something over here, right? Oh, finally, it's the solution to that thing. Like, for example, I just spoiled that for you, Barking Doggy, and you can never, ever get your own moment of discovery on that, ever. How does that make you feel? I just ruined it for you. All because you watched the stream. I regret streaming this game entirely. This game gave off pretentious vibes. How so? I don't see it. Maybe the audio tapes a little bit, but where's the pretension? Where's the pretension? I don't see it. See, I built it forward, I built it right. So I'm pretty much done with that. Unless does it separate again up here? No, it doesn't. So I guess next stream I can go back to the mountain and finally tackle the rest, unless there are more rules. I guess if I were to go back to the boat, we can see if there are any more rules that I don't know about. Well, I mean, some of the statue things feel pretentious. I don't know. I think it's just cool. Like, what's pretentious about that? Just statues, man. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what pretentious means anymore, I'll be honest. Because the word gets thrown around so much. Let's analyze it. Pretentious. Attempting to impress by affecting greater importance, talent, culture than is actually possessed. So when the audiobooks are in there saying a whole lot without saying much at all, just for the sake of seeming deep, I could understand how that would be pretentious. When there's a cool looking statue that just looks at right from just the right angle, but from any other angle just looks like an ordinary tree, I don't see how that lacks cleverness on its own, but implies cleverness. You know what I mean? To me, that's just actually clever. I built it but never went forward? What are you talking about? A statues, did I say that? Oh, you said that. It's just a statues. Yeah. Sort of like the Talos, trying to be like the Talos Principle. See, the thing is, with the Talos Principle, I actually get the opposite impression that you get. Because the thing is, every single inch of this island was handmade. Like, none of this is just, like, built modularly. The Talos Principle is really fantastic level design, but the visuals, they look nice, like, in that they have polish, they have nice lighting and shadows, but there clearly wasn't as much love put into the visuals of the Talos Principle as there was in this. You know what I mean? In this, everything was placed very, very particularly. In Talos Principle, the concern was more just making functional puzzles, which is fine because that makes sense with the Talos Principle's narrative, which I'm not going to spoil for you, but if you played it, you know what I mean. But it's just strange because I get the opposite impressions in regards to the visuals between this and the Talos Principle. I find the visuals of this to be just levels above the visuals of the Talos Principle. It just has a much more unified art direction. Just much more care put into the placement of every single little thing, you know. I did complete the Talos Principle. I 100%ed it. Yeah. See, now that's pretentious. Me being like, I did it. I 100%ed that video game. That means I know it better than anyone. Yeah, whereas the Talos Principle, at times I felt the art direction was kind of muddied up. It just felt jarring going between the different themed areas in time, and sometimes you'd see like things from one era next to things from another era, very blatantly so, and just a lot of things like that. And I still think it's a beautiful looking game, and again, it makes sense within the narrative, but clearly most of the effort there went towards the puzzle design. Whereas this one, I feel, had equal effort between puzzle design and visuals. It's just a really beautiful game. I don't know, I didn't complete the DLC yet, so yeah, I guess you got me on that one. But, as always, that's just my opinion. Man. Alright, I gotta wrap up this stream. Tells the build on a shooting game engine, to be fair. Yeah, that's true. And they put a ton of content into it. You know, a substantial amount of content into it. I think they just focused a lot on building the world, which is why they're able to do it in a much shorter time, whereas this game took 6.5 years to make. So they were able to build it up because they really took their time with the visuals. With Talos Principle, they made a huge amount of content in a much smaller time, and I think it's because they did it on an FPS games engine using modular environment pieces to create the puzzles and everything. Feels sanitized. I guess I can understand that. And part of that comes with the atmosphere too, because being all alone on an abandoned island where like the panels are just all like really clean other than that one with the sunlight reflection, which I guess is based around dirty panels. But I know what you mean. There is like a lot of cleanliness to it. Like if you're looking at something without the panels, you can see a lot of worn down things, but considering all the panels are always very clean with their symbols and their presentation, I can definitely understand how it might feel a bit sanitized. I think they did that intentionally because it keeps the puzzles readable, and if there was anything Like, if they made these panels look worn down and shitty in some areas, it would kind of distract you in a way. So I do think that was intentional, but I totally understand what you're saying. Thank you for the host, Fred. I'm going to be ending the stream anyway. I could have sworn that was right. Oh, because they have to be separated. Okay, I'm not going to start thinking about it, because if I do, I'm going to be here all night, and I got to go, man. So, here comes the Boru. One sec. No new Boru art tonight. So, that concludes the stream. Hope you enjoyed. I think in the next witness stream, I'm going to head back to the mountain, see what I can complete. Well, rather, maybe before I do the mountain, I should see if there are any other symbols on the boat's map that still need to be taken care of, like rules that I need to learn. But once I know all the rules, I should go back to the mountain and try to complete it. And I don't know, maybe I'll do the rest of the treehouse off stream, I'm not sure. Because this puzzle's going to take me a while. Pretty much any remaining puzzles here are going to take me a while because they're really difficult. I hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah, have a good night. Catch you next time. Take care, everybody. Bye.